there's a real heightened sense of security here. Been some concerns already this morning about suspicious backpacks, of course, in light of the Boston bombings. That's not unusual for Capitol Hill, but even right here where I am, one of the Senate office buildings right now, just to my left, you can see the Capitol Police, or maybe you can't see it, but the Capitol Police have actually barred a hallway leading down to some of the Senate offices there. And again, don't know exactly what's going on there, but folks are not being allowed down that hallway. I'm here in the Russell building at the present moment, so several senators have their offices here. Again, could be an abundance of caution here. There's always concerns about suspicious packages. It's not that unusual to see Capitol Police officers in this kind of activity here on Capitol Hill, but it's something, of course, everyone's worried in light of not only the Ricin letter, but what happened in Boston. So we're keeping an eye on that right now. And again, just a sense of unease here on Capitol Hill, concern on Capitol Hill, but an effort, as Juliana mentioned, to try and continue life as usual, business as usual here in Washington.
But Peter, just to be clear, nobody's yet jumping to conclusions, trying to, Juliana kind of addressed this with us, nobody's jumping to conclusions trying to draw a connection, say, between what happened in Boston on Monday, what happened with this letter to Senator Wicker yesterday, and what's happening with this letter, which, as Juliana told us, was received yesterday, but which we're only learning about now.
Yeah, it's nobody I've spoken to has drawn that direct connection between the two yet. And you also have to think to some extent about timing here and when were these letters received? Were they processed? As we mentioned earlier, letters sent to federal offices to the Congress take extra time to get delivered because they have to go through so much security, so much treatment, so much analysis before they're actually delivered to members of Congress and to federal offices. So there are a lot of question marks here, Eric, but no one has drawn that direct connection so far. And the folks I've talked to here on Capitol Hill, including members of Congress who I asked about the Ricin letter even this morning.
Still, it is bizarre, Peter, and it must be strange to find out all of these headlines with so little information about what is behind it. What is the mood there? Do you feel this sort of heightened sense of alert and anxiety?
You do feel it. There are a couple of hearings happening right now. The Homeland Security hearing. I've been watching Jenna Napolitano, the head of Homeland Security. She's physically just a short distance away from here, testifying about not only the situation in Boston, but the risk to the country right now. And again, there are concerns here. There are a lot of precautions that have been put in place. A lot of protective measures have been put in place since 2001. I think one thing we're hearing consistently is that a lot of people are confident that those steps have made a difference even in the past few days in Boston and here dealing with this mail situation on Capitol Hill.